D, wait for it, Lightful.
Check out the name tag. You're in my world now, Grandma.
What's up, nerds? So, sorry this video is late. I was watching, the episode from before this yesterday, and I didn't realize that last week they had dropped 2 episodes. So I was like, and I had seen pictures of Beast Boy in the red and everything on Twitter, and I was like, and the cameos. And I was like, what's going on here? Went and looked it up, saw that they dropped 2 episodes last week, and my dummy self didn't realize it because, it hadn't been back in forever, but I should have realized it, but I didn't. And, out and brown cow. So I'm going to go through this episode. I'm probably not going to take that much time because I have to be honest with you. Hold on. I just need a sip of coffee. Because I need the caffeine to get pumped for this because this show sucks. It's not good. It's just not good anymore. And the thing about this show, what it used to be, this season is just terrible. It's just trash from the get-go. There are some things that I do like, but for the most part, it's just pure garbage. Okay, so this episode is just straight up boring. Like, they had an opportunity to do something really cool here and explain some things. Like, they have the red in here. And the red, in case you are not a comic book reader, it connects all of the animal life. Like, there's like the green, which is Swamp Thing is the guardian of the green, and that's like the that connects all the plant life. And then there's the gray, and there's the white, and then there's the clear or the blue, which is aquatic life and everything. So there's a bunch of different stuff and everything. But this is the red, and Beast Boy is connected to it because of the animal life situation. Okay. So this show, this episode, it was just very boring. I'm telling you right now, there was one part that I actually did really like, and then there was a couple parts that I was like, oh, that's nice. But for the most part, it was just boring. It was just boring, and this show's not good. And I literally don't care where it's going. I just want it to end. So that way, it's like I just want it to end. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna watch this season, get it over with, and everything, and hopefully. Not suffer too much. Okay. Let's get started on the breakdown because I'm already late on this and I don't want to take up too much of your time. So I'm going to zoom past a lot of this crap, like a lot of talky. There's a lot of this Kimbawe guy. I think that's his name. You must get into the red. You must be a part of the red. That's what he kept saying the whole freaking time. And I'm like, oh my God, can you please shut up? I'm so annoyed with you. Like, get out of here with your big bag of nonsense. Okay. But before I get started on this breakdown, you guys, I just want to say that if you like what I do here and you enjoy independent content here on YouTube, please consider subscribing to my channel. YouTube is always changing up their algorithm, and small channels like mine, we just keep getting shoved to the back of the line. So please ask that you like, share, and subscribe, and I thank you in advance. All right, now that we got that out of the way, let's get started on this breakdown. So it starts off with little Garth, and he's a kid, and he's at the zoo, and he's at the gorilla area, and this woman comes up, she's like, hey, how you doing? He's like, I can't remember what he says, but then she tries to leave. She talks about the gorillas, and she's like, I'm in charge of feeding them. And she goes away. She's like, I'll be right back. And he's like, please don't leave me alone. And she's like, I have to go make an announcement to find your parents. And he starts to cry. And the gorilla sees him, and he's like, my ears hurt. And then he wakes up. He's like, oh, you are here. And everything. And then he wakes up in this cave, and there's this and this creature comes out of nowhere, and it's a half bat, half lion. He's like, what is that? And he's like, two animals working in tandem together. And he's all like, and then it flies off, and he's like, they're gone to hunt. You are on the top of Kilimanjaro. Eat my soup with my weird mask, which looks cheap as shit. Look at my cheap shit mask. So then he's sitting here, and he's like, I saved, he's like, you came here through the red. And he's like, yeah, we were on the verge of death and everything. He's like, why can't I go back? He's like, you need your strength. Eat my crappy soup. I'm a good cook. And I'm all like, okay, great. You're a good cook. Who fucking cares? So there is a lot of explanation in this about how there's the protectors of the red and the animal life and all that nonsense. And this is a 20-minute episode stretched out to 45 minutes. I'm telling you what. I'm like, this show sucks. Okay. So I'm going to fast forward all this crap because I don't care, because he talks about his ancestors being protectors of the red or whatnot, or his family or whatnot. So then these soldiers come in and he attacks them and gets rid of them. This one he throws out of the cave. Like he pushes him and he like flies out. And so he's like, what was that? He's like, men that I want to destroy, but they came first. They attacked first. So he's like sitting here, and it's basically one of those situations where they cut into animals while they're still alive. And he's like, it's a testing facility. We're gonna go destroy it. And so he talks about the ancestors, yada yada yada. He's like, drink this. He's like, what's it gonna do? Make me big or tall? He's like, in a way. And so while he's doing, he's like, when is it gonna start? And then all these other ones pop out. And then this is where all these other ones pop out. And this is where the bad acting starts with this kid. Like, I'm all like, this is just nonsense right here. It's just a lot, like, it's just bad acting. Like these people think they're gonna do an Orphan Black every time they do this crap. All these actors, they think they're gonna do an Orphan Black. And for instance, this kid, I don't mind him as an actor, but these little other hymns is just bad acting. Like, I'm all like, listen, you're no Tatiana Maslany, so maybe you need to check yourself before you wreck yourself. Anyways, so he starts having a spirit walk, which I'm like, good for you and everything. And then he's having a vision. She's all like, you're driving. She's like, you've always followed everybody else, your parents, Kyle, Dr. Calder, now Dick and everything. She's like, it's true. He's like, shut up and everything. So then he's like, you can lead yourself or some crap like that. Okay. Then Jinx comes along and he's like, are you dead? And she's like, yeah, this is the first time I've died. Thanks, Titans. And I don't know what else she says. It doesn't even matter. It really doesn't even matter. If you try to tell me it does, it doesn't. So then he's all like, we have protected the red throughout centuries and through time and space. And you're all like, okay, great. So he zaps here to his memory. He comes back. He's like, I don't want to be alone. He's, and I think he goes, I don't remember. Okay. Hold on. Later on, okay. Is it right here? Oh, he's like, all right, let's go to the lab where we're going to take out these dudes. So they go to this lab and they go in and they start fighting. Now, this is the part where it's cool. So he turns into a big giant gorilla. Then he morphs, he fights, morphs into a bird, comes around here, morphs into a tiger, and then they break it. Now, listen. If they would have done that, they wasted so much CGI money on this nonsense, on this stupid episode with the red thing going on. I would have rather have them spread out the CGI money, or at least do one good episode where he changes into animals like he just did, because that's the Beast Boy that we all know and love. And they cannot do the power set because of their budget. And so I'm like, you just shouldn't do it. If you can't do it right, don't do it at all. So he comes in and this doctor's all like, he's like, it's got some disease in him and they're trying to figure out a cure kind of thing. And Niles Calder set this whole lab up and he picks him up and he's like, you will be a part of him forever. So his powers is he can combine two animals together, and he combines this man and this ape together. So that way he dies together of the thing that he did. Anyways. So you find out Niles Calder did it, and then zap. What happened with everything that happened was an echo. So Beast Boy already did all this crap. I don't know. They don't explain anything, and I just don't care. So let's just fast forward this, because then Beast Boy's like, I'm going. He's like, no, you must help me with the red. And you're all like, okay, the red. Everybody's, it's so annoying. So then he zaps here back to himself, and he's like, I don't want to be alone. He's like, you're not alone. And he like hugs him, I think, and then like zaps away. Okay, so then he's seeing all this crap. He's like, green's my favorite color. And turns into the green. So then he gets his zappy powers thingies, and he sees the Flash through this time portal thing. And then he zaps into Blue Valley, where we see, hold on, if I can get a good shot of her, where we see Stargirl in her cameo here. And there was a picture put on social media of these two together, and she filmed a cameo, which it was nice to see Stargirl. That was such a great show. Stargirl was a fantastic show. This, however, is not a good show. And she's all like, who are you? Where? He's like, where am I? She's like, you're in Blue Valley. He's like, I'm looking for my family. She's like, family is important. He's like, take me back. And it just takes him back. It's like literally less than a minute, like 2 minutes. And he flies through here. And this is kind of cool because we see all these other planets, and we see Swamp Thing from the Swamp Thing show, also a really good show that they canceled too early. We see Shazam, very good. Hold on, I think we see one more. We see this guy. I have no idea who this is. I'm assuming it's something specific to I don't know what this is. I honestly don't know. I'm sorry, you guys. He's like, hello, can you see me? And he's like, hey. And he sees Beast Boy from Teen Titans Go. I'm not a huge fan of Teen Titans Go. It's all right, but it's not that great. And then he sees this guy and he's like, come back to me and everything. And so he zaps, he lands in this little grassy knoll. But he's back in the Titan or in the Doom Patrol mansion. And he's like, Beast Boy. And he's like, hey, somebody come help me. And then we zap away. And then that's the end of the episode. Okay. Listen, I literally, it was so boring. This season is just pure garbage. And this episode was just not good, you guys. I didn't like it, but what are you gonna do? It was boring. The CGI was pretty decent, but like I said before, like I just said, it was boring. It's boring. It's a boring show. It's badly written now. It's terrible. They're going in weird directions, and I'm just like, I'm not into this. They don't understand these characters, and I don't even think they like these characters, but it's like, whatever. I don't care anymore. Right now, I'm just watching it to cover it because that's what I do. I cover DC, but it's just not good. It's not good. So, whatever. All right, you guys, tell me what you guys thought about this episode. Sorry I rushed through it and everything. Next week, I will be on point and be on top of it. This week was just a little threw me for a loop. All right, tell me what you guys thought about this episode. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Are you like me? You thought it was boring and they didn't explain anything. They didn't even explain what the red was, to be honest. Like in the comic books, they explain it way better. I mean, you could probably go to like wiki, like a fan wiki or whatever, and they'll explain it better than this show did. All right. Tell me what you guys thought. Go ahead and leave all your comments in that section down below. If you like this video, go and hit that like button. I won't mind. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I'd greatly appreciate it. And we'll see you guys on my next Titans breakdown review. You guys have a good week. Bye.